thank you to each and every one of you for joining me on the Balance for Life retreat. And this one was the yoga and fishing retreat. And I just thought before Bob eats all of his breakfast, that we might just chat about the food and the accommodation. So anyone can answer this. What did you think about food or accommodation? So Bob, you might want to just show the camera what you're eating right now.
What I'm eating right now is scrambled eggs, mushrooms, tomato, a bit of avocado, and what else? A bit of spinach leaves, and it tastes very nice.
And homemade bread.
And homemade bread.
But wait, there's more. It is free-range eggs. That's why they're very yellow.
I didn't know they were free-range eggs.
And Dundee.
I have never seen any cooks around it.
Dundee free-range, local produce. Local produce.
Would anyone else like
Since we've been here, the food has been amazing. Does everyone agree?
Absolutely. I think we've actually eaten too much.
Yes.
Oh, I don't think so. My favourite was the homemade bread, homemade banana bread cake.
Yes.
Yesterday, and it was rainy, beautiful, rainy, cooler. It was just perfect with cup of tea.
It's
We
been
brought it
beautiful.
out just at the perfect time.
Yeah, it was all planned. I've got a connection from above.
No, the food's been spectacular. It really has, and everything's been homemade.
I've never eaten so much healthy food before in my life.
No.
So I haven't had to wash up. Just bring more.
That's always a bonus.
Yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
been great.
Accommodation's been fantastic. The way it's set up that we're all coming out to one room. So you get out of bed in the morning and everybody's all together. Yeah, all together straight away.
So we were strangers, but now we're actually partners in crime.
And you can see that you really thought about everything. You know, everything that we could want is already set up, ready for us. So it was lovely.
Yeah, you can tell you've read our forms before we came. You catered for our gluten-free and other intolerances, and yeah, you really put a lot of thought into us being here, catering for us individually.
So thank you, Carol.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, it's been great.
You've done an amazing job.
Bob?
On
On your Bob! So what parts or part of the program did you enjoy the most?
Fishing.
That's when you weren't here. That's not fair. Come on, Bob.
I'm just joking.
You would do better than that.
Well, I've enjoyed all the breathing techniques that you've shown us, and just sort of taken me a bit out of my shell because I'm not really used to all that sort of stuff. Even though I do yoga regularly, not very often, but regularly. Yeah, I found that really, really beautiful because it's really nice to just sit still for once and just focus on that and not think about everything else you've got to get done during the day.
I have to agree with that. The breathing exercise we had yesterday was quite emotional for me, and the tears just streamed down my face. And I could get focusing on the exercise. After, I just felt so good. The whole weight of my shoulder, and the breathing was fabulous.
I think the locations that we're doing yoga in, it wasn't all in one spot. It was on the beach and experiencing the unique part of the territory. Just made the yoga hit home, and to be near our home is, I feel very lucky that we did it here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Did anyone enjoy the sound healing that we did last night?
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Yes, it was quite indulgent. I thought at first we were going to have to play music, but then when you said lie down and it was all given to us, and we could just lie there and have it rain on us, I really liked that.
You were asleep. You weren't asleep, but you felt like you were asleep.
It's a bit like a trance,
Yes.
isn't it?
Difficult.
Yeah, one of them
Bob
was.
went to sleep. On your Bob.
No fishing.
So how did you find your daily Balance for Life classes? So the combination of obviously you've spoken about the breath work, the yoga, the different types of yoga, and the different types of meditation that you've all had an opportunity to experience. Was there anything in particular or a yoga pose that might be a pose that you really enjoyed, that you didn't know how to do maybe previously if you've done yoga before, but now you've got perhaps a better appreciation for the pose?
I think I really enjoyed the variety, the fact that we got to try lots of different types of meditations, different types of yoga, some of which I'd done before, some of which I hadn't, and so that was fascinating to see which ones, you know, the different benefits that come from each one. And I have to say that throughout the retreat I can really feel that my mobility has increased during the last couple of days. So yeah, so that's something that's been great to see as we've gone through the classes and, you know, that progression.
And I appreciated, even though we're in a group environment, that Carol, you spent time with each and every individual to where we were at. You know, we didn't have to be the best to be able to be involved, which I found really good, being the older one of the group, because just to stand on my leg and balance, I went out and just oh my gosh, I need to do that more often. And I'll take that up with me now and really try hard to do that, just for myself, not for anybody else.
Balance is so important. Body balance, and even just finding that balance in your life as well. You know, are we living to work or working to live? You know, we've got to decide what's more important to us.
Well, being a first time, I've never done yoga before, and being the first time, I was actually quite surprised the health benefits that it's actually giving, like the internal, you know, when you've said the internal organs, and I wasn't aware of any of that, so that was really interesting for me. Yeah, it was just, I just didn't realise the benefits of it all, and the breathing as well. I really had no idea. Yeah, so I've definitely learned that. Yeah.
This is open to anybody, but name at least one thing from the retreat that is now going to be a part of the rest of your life. So obviously, Estelle, you said balancing and breathing. Yeah, great. So maybe we can just go round and just, if there's something that has stood out for you, that, because for me it's really important that even if I improve the quality of your life by 1%, my job is done. If it's more than that, it's a bonus. And that's why I try and expose you to a number of different yoga poses and breath work and different meditations, because there's always everyone is different. But someone might have loved the Kirtan Kriya that we did at the Magnetic Termite Mountains this morning, but another person might say, well, I don't sing, so that wasn't for me. But there was another breath work, for example, that I really enjoyed doing. So yeah, anyone can say anything, but at least one thing that you're going to take away from the retreat.
Just amazing when you put one leg and you put it down, felt like it's 3 inches taller than the other, and my hips felt just stretch.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. And that was the yin yoga that we did yesterday. Yeah. Great. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll say stretching, just stretching everything else. Yeah, really good.
Yeah. It makes you feel loose, doesn't it?
Does,
yeah, you can walk a lot freer. Yeah. Anyone else?
I think the meditations have been amazing, because I had done meditations before, but not all of the techniques that we've done this retreat. So I think for me, the singing meditation that you mentioned, that's definitely one that I really enjoyed, and I'm going to keep doing it when I go home.
Fabulous. I'd second that actually, because I really enjoyed today down at the Magnetic
Termite Mountains?
Yeah, really enjoyed it, and just to be in that whole, I feel as if I'm a singer anyway, but I felt really at peace there. It was really lovely, and I think I'll definitely take that away. And it was really lovely. What are you going to take away, Marianne?
Well, I agree with everything, but I'll just be a little bit different. But I really enjoyed our conversation yesterday morning with the breakfast and having all those different zines and grains and all those little things, and I wrote that whole list. So I'm definitely going shopping to get a few things for my muesli to add to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's definitely,
that's
yeah.
awesome.
That's definitely,
I'm going to make a more conscious effort of being in nature at sunrise and sunset at least once a week, and just being mindful in that time with my breathing. It's such a beautiful time of the day, and so many times we're just rushing around doing life. I'd love to just spend that time just chilling back a bit.
Well done, team. Oh, this one's a hard one. Would you recommend the program, and if yes, why? If no, please don't say anything. So you better all talk. I'm holding you at ransom here. No,
I'll definitely recommend it, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Yeah, full on. Yeah, absolutely.
I think the greatest thing you sent us in the email was to come, like, all the list of things you need and may not need, etc. But when it's there, come and with an open mind. Because I didn't know what I was, yoga. I've never done yoga in my life. I see people do yoga. And I thought, rightio. Yeah, great.
try something that you've never done before.
Well, same way as you, Estelle. I've never done yoga before in my life either. I've seen Carol's out on Facebook and I thought, why not? We'll give that a crack. We've never done yoga before, and so my wife and myself decided to come down here and do Carol's program. Yeah, excellent.
And Bob, from a male perspective, would you recommend it to men?
I would, yes, of course, yeah. It's just you don't get many men here with all these women around. Yeah. I'm the odd one out.
No, you fit it in
That's a
really
good
well,
thing.
Bob. You fit it in very well.
Now, anyone who doesn't want to answer this question that I had just asked, you better slip off the screen.
I definitely recommend you that the way that you catered for each and every one of us individually, the way you corrected our yoga so prescriptively so that we could all follow along at our own levels. Delicious food, really delicious food, and I don't think anyone would go hungry. And I just had a great time.
Yeah, and not one class has been the same.
Yeah.
It's all been mixed up.
Lots of
Such
variety.
great variety.
Yeah.
I feel like I've had a very full weekend, and it's been structured, but not in a, I don't feel like doing anything. I feel like doing everything you've asked us to do, and I have that energy to accept it. And I enjoy, I'll recommend it because it makes you think about gratitude, and when we are aligned in those shavasanas, and it's the gratitude of thinking about something above yourself or beyond your own thing. So, or just thanking, being very grateful for things.
And having that moment to, have someone remind you to be grateful. And that's a really good way of waking up in the morning, is to, before you even roll out of bed, say, what am I grateful for right here, right now, before I even start my day? And it can change your day by just expressing, before you even start your day, just being grateful for something.
Actually, that the one that we did yesterday afternoon, when the meditation, I love my body. I get rid of all the negativity, the breathing in and the out. Yeah, I love that one. I'm definitely going to, because I can remember that one. I'm definitely going to do that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'd also want to recommend this to, we've already mentioned that there's people from all different yoga levels and abilities here. I'd also really recommend it to people that want to come on their own, because I think sometimes people think they don't have anyone to come with, so that they can't do something like this. But I'm here on my own, and quite a few people here are. Not everyone is though, and I think it's set up really well for getting to know each other and making friends, and getting to know some like-minded people, and so that's also the social side of it. It's been really lovely as well.
It's like an instant family, isn't it?
Yeah.
And to even think about to have a lady here to massage.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's
that's
all,
even more of a
everything
bonus.
just seemed to slot in perfectly, like you were saying.
So if anyone wonders why I'm still eating my breakfast, that's what happened this morning. I had to go for my massage at 8:45. I missed breakfast.
I had to go for a massage.
To go and be there at 8:45.
And you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. It was very good. Yes.
And what kind of massage did you have?
I'm not sure.
Was it a deep tissue?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good. The
Yeah.
tissue, she twists it up a little bit and put her feet and sort of stretch her a bit, and it's very, very good. Nice little Thai lady.
Yes, lovely. Would you return again in the future? Let's zip around the group.
I hope so.
yeah,
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yes, me too, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so. And next time I'll probably go fishing. I'll probably spend the whole 3 days doing your yoga class.
lovely,
Wow,
Bob.
that's lovely.
Go, Bob.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, the fishing sort of took us away from it.
Yeah, yeah.
I definitely would. But would you have me back?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I love all sorts.
Yes. Can we ask you a question?
Yeah, of course you can.
Are all the groups like this?
Every group is so unique and so different, and some of the dynamics in groups is a lot stronger than other groups. But everyone makes a comment about being with like-minded people. They love the fact that it just draws those people that have a common interest. There's always a connection with people, and it depends on the personalities too. Like I had one group where every time one of the guests opened her mouth, I was, you know when you laugh so hard you slap your thigh? Well, every time she opened her mouth and said something, I would do this and I would just be laughing hysterically. So she just made everybody, it was like a laughter yoga retreat without having to do the laughter yoga. So it was, and then, yeah, you get, different personalities from all walks of life and, different backgrounds with their careers. We've had engineers and doctors and nurses and, from one end of the scale to the other. But miraculously, when all those different personalities come together, it works.
Mhm.
It's just almost miraculous that it just works. Yeah. And we've all got unique, different personalities, but look how well everyone just gets on. And it's just, for me to be on the sideline too and observe this is just, because I'm still listening, just in case they say something untoward about me, which has happened throughout the entire retreat. And I'm not pointing at anyone in particular, Trudy.
Carol's got very good hearing and eyesight. She doesn't miss much.
No, she doesn't.
But just the sharing, to me that's really important because I learn a lot from, you think that you're learning from me, but I'm actually learning from listening to you too. And that's really special for me as well. How did the schedule work for you?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good.
What, getting out of bed, 7:30 in the morning.
That was a bit hard to take. The mornings.
No, they weren't.
No, I'm only joking. It was wonderful.
I really appreciated how you had it right here with the tea and coffee table, and without having to come and what's this, what's that, what's this. Although I did a couple of times, do I need my walking shoes? That was
Of
very
course,
cool.
yeah.
But it's really structured well without being too in your face, if you know what I mean. So if you wanted to know about it, you scroll down here and have a look, and if you didn't want to know about it, that's fine too.
Yeah.
So I find it was well structured, for sure.
And I really enjoyed having plenty of free time as well, which we could use to kind of practice some of the things that we've done in the retreat, or read a book, or whatever we go for a walk, whatever we fancy. I think that's really lovely because then it means when we come back to the structured time, it doesn't feel like a chore, you feel like ready to do it and looking forward to the next, adventure. So yeah, that's really lovely.
It's almost exciting. What's next?
Exactly.
Program.
Yeah.
just going to say, and what a beautiful city you have here down at Dundee Beach, overlooking the ocean down here and everything else. Yeah,
It's not bad, is it?
No,
When I went for
not
a
too
walk,
shabby.
I went for a walk yesterday and I was looking at all the houses and I thought, came back to this one, I thought this is probably the nicest one.
Yeah.
You know, it's got the big veranda. And some of them, why don't you have verandas like this one? This is a great veranda. Everyone needs a veranda at the back of the view of the beach.
And to take out all the obstructions, like we looked like that when we first started. And it was just easy. You know, it's simple.
Yeah.
What would you say to someone who may be thinking about doing the retreat?
Give it a go.
Do it. Just
Go
do
for
it.
it.
Best thing you could ever do for you.
Go
Not
for it.
anybody
You've got to
else.
have an open mind though. If you come here with some sort of expectation, then you might be disappointed, but you have to have an open mind and be free to have lots of lovely things happen to you.
And I think if the thing that's holding you back is any fears regarding injuries or, you know, dietary limitations or, you know, health issues, anything like that, you know, I think we all feel like you could come to Carol and say, you know, what's on our mind, and Carol can adjust the program for us or give us advice for that. So I think if you're concerned about anything like that, then you shouldn't be, and you know, just Carol can help you kind of overcome those challenges.
Yeah, because it's interesting because some of you have never done yoga before. So, you know, to be able to start, I think is a great thing. You know, you come on a yoga retreat with an open mind and prepared to give it a go.
Yeah.
And the good thing with yoga is that you can be a beginner and you've got to start somewhere, but you can be more experienced. But everyone starts together, and then you have the opportunity to grow if you're ready for that, to be in that space. And I think that's important too.
I was sharing it with a lot of my friends, that particularly busy people, and we live in this crazy busy world, and there's lots of challenges this last year in particular, and you need to have a little look at it. Focus
Learn to
sometimes.
slow down.
Find two nights and 2 days just for yourself to then regroup and start again, which has been the greatest thing I've done for me this week. Thank you.
Well, I've got to say, you guys are awesome. But we're going to do this big thing. We're going to say, you are awesome. And then you get everyone to say, we are awesome, and then you go, I'm awesome.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3.
You
You are